Ukrainian drones attacked the chemical plant Azot in Berezynki, located in Russia's Perm Krai. So the chemical plant temporarily suspended its operations, and a residential building was damaged as a result of the attack. Ukrainian forces also target 4 other regions of Russia and the Black Sea. The question is why they start to attack in the chemical industry on Russia's territory. So what I'm thinking, and I know based on official information, we know that this kind of factory, Russia made ammos, guns, and a lot of more explosive, which you will use on the front line. And also they bring this explosive to the drones, so he can hold it and delivery straight to their target, which is almost frontline places, civilians, or who we know and we see right now it's happening to the critical infrastructure. But we need to understand one more thing, that even if Ukrainian forces will attack very deep regions in the Russia using very strong and long-range missiles, you need to understand the particular part of the Russia and the relationship between Russia and China. So even if Ukraine will destroy a lot of industry, chemical fabrics, China will supply, will help Russia with all these things they will need. Okay, so if, for example, they have 5 or 6 or 7 or 10 factories just stop their work in one single night, at that moment we know that Ministry of Defense on Russia's side will ask directly to China to bring in more chemical parts so they can make more explosive and then again hit the same target, as you know. So Russia also respond, launching about 300 drones, the Shahed drones, and thousands of missiles at Ukraine this night. And the main strike directions was Poltava, Kharkiv region, Bucha, Odessa, Dnipro, and even the Konotop district. In Poltava, transport movement has been partially restricted due to the issues with the power grid. There is no even data yet on any damage or casualties. Ground-launched Iskander-M and the Iskander-K missiles were used, as well as Kh-59 missiles. Yes, so this is the situation. It's kind of, it's a little bit more escalating than was a couple of weeks ago. So because the amount of the thing they launched one single time, so it calls a combination attacks, because drones can just take the Patriot, make it take them attention to distract Patriot system, and then came up for different types of missiles like Iskander-M, which is upgraded version of the simple Iskander. So Iskander, it's a very, very powerful missile, which right now, thanks for Russia, they are upgraded his long range, and now this missile can hit the targets up to 500 or maybe 1000 kilometers from the place where it was launched. So now let's talk about Putin's last nuclear threats. So Putin threatens strike on Ukrainian nuclear power plants. In Kiev, they should think about the fact that there are nuclear power plants on the territory of Ukraine, and the Russian Federation can respond symmetrically to strikes on the Zaporozhye nuclear power plant. By the way, recently the Chernobyl nuclear power plant was without power for more than 3 hours due to the Russian strikes. So so this is words of Putin, what he says about this kind of strikes on nuclear power plant, which we can also call a nuclear danger, because imagine this situation. If you don't have your nuclear power plant attached to some energy sources, it's kind of high risk, because they can reach a very high temperature, and you don't have a system cool down, so it can cause some kind of explosion, which is nuclear disaster. It's a very high risk. And what about this kind of strikes they do from the Russian side and Ukrainian side? So Zaporozhye power plant currently working for Ukraine. Okay, so let's thinking about, you know, Ukraine doesn't have any reason to start to attack the power plants because they need the energy. Also, they get hit by Russians, so the critical infrastructure plus the energy infrastructure, you know, you need to understand all these things. And it doesn't have any reason, you know, the real reason for Ukraine to hit themselves, you know. And the Russian part says that this power plant was hit by artillery strike, and they may pay attention because Russia can respond symmetric. They can respond as the same, which is more, you know, it sounds like some stupid kind of way just to escalate all this situation, and maybe can happen a nuclear catastrophe there. So can bring radiation outside because the power plant will be overheating and no way to cool them. Because right now these power plants are connected straight to electro engines, you know, the special generators. So right now they can cool down a little bit, but if situation will change and will be more worse, they can. This is a real risk to bring a new nuclear disaster in the center of Europe. I want even to tell you that every day there is more going on than what mainstream media shows in my private community. So we break down the real-time situation, including satellite maps, insider military reports, and market reactions hours before it reaches the news. Because if something happening in the world, thanks of this private community, you will notice before it came out on televisions or even on YouTube channels. We have there more opportunities, so you can discuss about all these political situations, military situations. But what is important, I put the information which is you cannot publish in YouTube. Okay, so I put in private community video materials, links, and images which are uncensored, with the 18+ informations. So you cannot, of course, publish on YouTube because it breaks the law. So if you are interested, you go there, you check the link, you need to apply there, and of course we have even a discount options. Please take a look. So I will wait you there. So Putin said that we will not attack NATO. It's okay, you can calm down and sleep peacefully. These things he said at the Valdai meeting, which was long, about 4 hours. And they say that Russia is going to attack NATO. Well, how can one believe such a thing? If they really believe this, they are incompetent. Deal with your own problems. Look at what's happening on the streets of Europe and cities with the economy. This is what say Putin. So the thing is really interesting because the Valdai meetings was divided by 2 parts, you know. So the first part, when he came out and started talking to people there with reading the documents he will sign there, you know, like these things. So just start reading all these things, like all the time he do. But the most interesting part is the second one, when he sit down with the journalist, and the journalist ask him what's happening next, and you know, all these things. And one time he said, oh, you know, Europe can calm down, they can sleep peacefully. But listen, the question is, you know, when he start telling us all these things, but at some kind of moment he start speaking and said, oh, you know, the drones will came through the Europe even every day. You know, this is like, oh, they will see the drones every day in Brussels, in other cities, in other countries, European. So this is like, you know, like some kind of double standards he started using during this meeting. And he said there are a lot of things about the European. So you can write in the comment or what you think about the situations when he was there and speak, and you know, he just opened the book, started reading there some kind of things. But if you are interested on my private community, I will make some videos like this. So I will take their video and make the translation so you can start understanding what is say word to word, and you can join the private community. Link will be below. Again, I want to tell you. So yes, and we can have a kind of discussion type there. You can ask a lot of things, you can get answers also, you know. And what is important in our private community, that the news which came out there, they came more early than on TV channels or even YouTube channels, you know. So link down below. Again, I wait you there. So the West must be ready to enter in combat operation at any moment, even in the very near future, said the commander of the French army, General Pierre Achille, in an interview with the Valerius Actualis. Okay, so the European Union is deploying around 5,000 troops to Romania and Bulgaria, where the Dacian-Fel military exercises will take place. So these drills will last almost a month, from October 20 to November 13, and will involve troops from 10 countries. This is what he says. And he says also that we must be ready to fight at any moment, even starting this evening, if necessary. According to him, comprehensive preparations are already underway from top to bottom. With him, the ground forces and drone operators are also being trained. The article noticed that France's participation in NATO's declared fall exercises is a response to Russian-Belarus Zapad 2025 drills held in September. So, how you remember this kind of exercises they do with Belarus? You know, this is not even Belarus involved in an exercise called West 2025. You know, if you remember. So it was involved multiple countries, ex-Soviets, which are alliance there. It's like alliance, let's say something like NATO, but with Russia. So was involved with Kazakhstan, Azerbaijan, Armenia was involved in these exercises. Of course, the Belarus, because these exercises was in Belarus territory and Russia's territory. Strategical jet just cross the border, you know, they go in Lithuania, they go in Estonia, and they being there 12 minutes, then only they was catched, they came back to the Russia, okay, and only after this type of provocations, you know, was started this kind of exercises. But I want to mention kind of important things. I will find some video information about this, and I will also add it so you can take a look. So I just saw some information video about this kind of exercises in Kaliningrad, which are bordering to the Poland, right? And for me personally, the things was very weird when I see that Russia dropped their freeways. They have a kind of freeways. They put in the center of the freeways 3, maybe 4 Iskander M. Okay, so they put the missiles, but what was the reason they using the missiles there? This is the question I'm asked for, because I know the Iskander now are upgraded, sorry. So they are upgraded, but what is the thing with this Iskander M, or even Onyx systems they have in Russia? So the thing is that they can hold tactical nukes there. They can hold nukes about 60 to 80 kilotons. And who I said before, that this kind of Iskander is now upgraded, so they have more long range, like 500 kilometers, and even 1,000 kilometers more. But what is the problem? Why don't take a look, so carefully what's happening in the Kaliningrad? Because in Kaliningrad currently are deposited 250 nukes, tactical nukes. So these nukes can be used to put on Iskander M, yeah, and even to Kinjal, the hypersonical missile can be held by strategical aviation, right? And of course they can have opportunity to put there a nuclear warheads. As I see, some kind of exercises was with the Red Hat, missiles, maybe just to understand which will be used like a simple missile Kinjal, or maybe nukes, So they do this kind of exercises, but the very specific things on these exercises, I want to say that no Russia, no Belarus will never before do some kind of exercises where was like testing nuclear capabilities, but tactical, not strategical. This is the thing you should think about, because the strategical exercises, when they using like strategical aviations, submarines, and ground opportunities like Iskander again, because I know they have even the artillery opportunity system to use, but was old. I don't know how useful it is right now, but let's say submarines, Iskanders, and strategical aviation can use all these tactical nuclears. And again, strategical, but nobody using tactical, to make an exercise. It doesn't have any sense. But it can be useful just when somebody want to move their own nuclear blocks, right? Tactical warheads from deposit to closer. So they need, to find some real reason why to do this. This is very important to understand. It's very provocative, And after this exercises was ended, we see that so many drones came in European Union. So take a look. You can also comment down below what you think about all these things, and make sure that you will be notified. So you need to subscribe to the channel, okay? Turn on the notification. If something happens, you will know on the Newsmaker channel. And of course, don't forget about our private community. All this uncensored material, 18+, maybe sensitive content, and a lot of more will be on the Newsmaker private community. You can go, this will be the first link. You can click there and you can join there. I hope you will like it. And I want other more information about the private community. So one of the reasons I very like the private communities is why you will see the news on the fastest way possible, okay? Because before they will reach channels, TV channels, other YouTube channels, maybe some streams. I mean, it takes time, but in private community, you will see immediately just after something happens.